Alright guys, for day 4 of the sweat program, we will have a warm up of some goblet squats and some dumbbell floor press. So I'm going to show an option with one dumbbell for both. You can do a pair of dumbbells for the floor press if you really want, but it's only for the warm up, so it shouldn't matter much. So one dumbbell should do for both. We're going to grab very light again, same as all the warm ups. The goal is just to get moving, get the heart rate up and get the blood flowing a little bit. So goblet squat, holding the dumbbell in, squatting all the way down, standing up nice and tall, trying to keep the hips tucked under and the ribs braced so that the back isn't arching too much. You can elevate the heels off the edge of the platform for those as well. Will make the movement a little bit smoother and easier, but give me a slightly more range through the ankles. For the floor press with the dumbbell, you can use the same dumbbell as I was saying. It should be light and easy. Feet just go flat on the floor. You're going to grab one end of the dumbbell in each hand, lying back, pressing up, controlling back down until the elbows contact the floor, and pressing back up. Elbows should be nice and smooth along the sides, and not kind of resting on the floor and switching off. We still want to keep the tension and pressing back up. We can just leave it off to the side then for getting up and down. For the actual movements themselves, we are going to have a push-up, we're going to have a chest supported row, and we will have some reverse lunges. So for the push-ups, there is a couple of different options we can do. You can go off the floor straight. For the setup, when we have the chest supported row and everything, you're going to have a bench in the way there, but I'll just demo the push-ups for the moment so you can see them a little clearer. We can have a full range push-up off the floor, all the way down and pressing up. We can go off our knees. Should be ab mat to each platform as well, to make that a little bit easier. All the way down and pressing up. We can also go push-ups off a flat bench on the floor. So if we have our bench set up, we can set our hands up on the middle of the bench and push up off that. There's a couple of other options as well that we can set up if need be. So if you're still struggling with any of those, the coach will run through different options with you on the day. Second one is going to be our chest supported row. So we're going to need the boxes on each platform for that. You want to slide the bench back down. It's best to set this up for space-wise. Set the bench with the chest supported row to the side, and you can do your push-up and reverse lunges in the middle then. The bench is just going to sit on the edge of the box, so just on enough. We don't want to sit the box too far underneath the bench, or the dumbbells will just kind of catch on it as we're lowering down. So we will grab a set of dumbbells. You can leave them set standing up in just underneath the bench. It just means the setup can be nice and easy. So that's the way we'll set it up. I'm going to angle it around now just so you can actually see the movement a little bit better on the video. But setting it up just to the side will leave you the best use of the space. So as I say, bench, not too far in on the box, enough in that it's stable and it's not going anywhere, but not so much that the dumbbells will be clipping off it as we're trying to roll them. You want to set the chin up just at the edge, arms hang down, pull it up and back, good squeeze at the top and lower back down. Alright, trying to keep the shoulders open as we pull back, and then we can just leave the dumbbells drop down once we're finished. So I'm just going to move that again so we can see the final one. So that'll be set up at the side there, and as I say, your push-ups and your lunges can take place in the middle here. So reverse lunges, stand in the middle, big step back, driving through the front leg then, stand back up, and we have 10 of everything. So 10 push-ups, 10 chest supported row, 10 reverse lunges on each side, and we'll be working for 16 minutes resting. This is going to be 30-60 seconds between rounds. So if you want to kind of get through a couple more rounds, choose a little lighter on the loading and take shorter rests of 30 seconds. If you want to try and push the strength elements a little bit more, push the loading a little bit more and take the slightly longer 60-second rest. So once you finish, check whatever the time is at, and it's getting through as many rounds of that in 16 minutes as we can.